good with y'all? Welcome back. Today the series continues. All the 4 Kontakt Bank videos I dropped have over 1,000 views already. So today I'm finna show y'all another 5 crazy underrated Kontakt Banks. Y'all know the drill by now. Let's get straight into it. We gonna start off with a banger right away, which is Lumina by Project Sam. I love to use this library if I want to make some more realistic samples. It got all type of different folders, a lot of different instruments. The folder I use the most is the playable instruments, where we just got, you know, harps, choirs,
woodwinds, strings, pianos, basses,
all type of realistic playable instruments. But then we also got some very funny folders in here. For example, the stories one. Perfect for like film, but maybe you can implement them in a cool way with samples too. For example, we got the story cartoon Tiptoe, and different octaves are different runs, and just overall it's just made for like film music. You gotta try around with those folders, but they can get you some crazy results and like some really unique samples. So this library definitely has a lot to offer. I only went over 2 folders, but yeah, the other stuff is pretty much also just unique phrases and just unique things like. Really cool library to say the least. Definitely a lot to explore with this one, but let's get straight to the next library. So next up we got Continuo or Continuo. Yeah. So next up we got Continuo by Karanyi Sounds. If y'all watched my last Kontakt Bank videos, y'all know I've already showcased banks from this company. This time it's just a more kind of string orchestral oriented bank with a lot of long attack sounds and just not really ambient but kind of like background sounds, textural sounds. This is a crazy ass sound, like really complex sounding sounds that are very easy editable. Definitely a very cool library, especially if you go in and edit those sounds a bit, which like I already said is very easy to do. But let's not waste more time with this library and get straight to the third one. So this next library is a Kontakt library by Spectrasonics. Yeah, y'all heard that right. Spectrasonics has 2 Kontakt libraries actually. I just got this combined version, Distorted Reality 1 and 2. Yeah, this one is definitely crazy, absolutely crazy, because it's so unique. It's one of the most unique Kontakt libraries I've ever seen. As you can see, those aren't really sounds you can use for main melody, but more so just
ambient, drone, effect, background kind of sounds. So
some of these sounds are just way too crazy to use just for normal samples, but you definitely have to go through some sounds for a while to find something that's fire. But as I can see, This library is big enough to just go through and find some fire. And we haven't even went through all those other folders yet. But the most usable sounds to me are in the ambient folder. Drones are also just crazy stuff like, hold on, what the fuck? Definitely a very unique and special library. Has a lot of potential if you know how to use it. But let's get right to the next library. This next library is basically just the Kontakt version of the Yamaha PSR 3000. Digital synth back in the 2000s. It has a great selection of sounds, especially if you want to go for that 90s 2000 digital style. This band got some great sounds. Really give off that 2000 digital synth vibe. Like, it just emulates it perfectly. Truly great library that has a very solid collection of sounds out of the 90s 2000 era. Especially if you add some complexity sounds, this library can really shine. But off to the last library of today's video. So the last library of today's video is probably the most known one, but also the most underrated one for sure. This library is just my absolute favorite library of all time. It's just so good, like, it's absolutely mind-blowing. It's Albion Solstice by Spitfire. Man, where do I start with this? First off, we got this orchestra folder where we got 4 different instruments. And this is just a VST in itself. Like, if we look at this, we got the mixer section, effects section right here. You can literally change everything. We got an arpeggiator, which I've never used before, but you got an arpeggiator. Like, it's a whole VST. Right here, we got an A and B sound. Those, again, mixed together. Right here, you can mix them together. And we got all the sounds right here. You can favorite yourself. And then you can play with normal attack, decay, sustain, release. Play with, like, the wobble. And what I really love about this, that there are no presets, or at least I haven't found them yet. And you really have to go in and sound design a sound. It's pretty intuitive. Like, all you gotta do is just pick sounds. Those sounds are just so beautiful. And yes, this was just one of those 4 instances right here. Those other ones are same as far as the interface and controls go, but have different sounds to experience and to play around with. That is only the first folder. We got the second folder, which I'm not gonna go too in depth to. It's just, you know, drone sounds. If you're familiar with Spitfire interfaces, you already saw an interface like this before. The easiest thing to do here is just click on randomize with all, or just randomize some of those, and then just randomize till you find a sound that is cool. Like you literally get a cool sound every time you randomize. Like, what? And then this last folder are individual instruments, which all just sound beautiful as well. The folder right here I like the most is the bell and mallets one. And then in typical Spitfire fashion, we can change how this instrument is played. I selected this. This is perfect for a dark sample. This library is so good. I can't even understand it. Yeah, what can I say? I think everything is said about this library. That's it with this video. Hope y'all enjoy it. Hope y'all found some new fire Kontakt bangs.
Yeah, we definitely found some new fire Kontakt bangs.
Make sure to like, subscribe, turn notifications. Make sure to check out my new analog lab bang that I just dropped. It comes with a bunch of other stuff too, not just analog lab presets. So make sure to check that out right here. Hope you're having a great day. Make some crazy samples and beats with these libraries. And I'm out.